Okay, YouTube, welcome back to Prison Architect Alpha 23 with the Flying Phent. This is episode 50, the big 5-0. Wow. If any of you out there are 50 years old, I know everyone always says, don't congratulate me. People are like, it's my 49th birthday. Like, don't congratulate. It's just getting older. But you know what? If you're 50, I say props to you, It's half a decade. What are we talking about? It's half a century, half a decade. It's 10 times half a decade. It's half a century. That's a long time to be alive. And I say congratulations because if you've done it right, you've seen some stuff. You got some fantastic experiences. And if you don't, it's never too late. You're never too old to go out and experience new things. Go eat some vindaloo curry or whatever. Why do these not have... Is there like one pipe missing right here? What's this low? Yeah, there's one pipe missing right there. Oh, job's already in progress. I thought it was missing. My bad. My bad. Apologies. There we go. Now there'll be water for most of those. There. That's nice. This one can go in. That'll give me water for most of these. In fact, how many pipers left? One that's being done. One that's being done. And one that's being done. Okay, pipe. Time to do it for the next cells. Swear over here. It is. Excellent. Good job, eyeballs. You have not led me astray. It's exactly where it was supposed to go. Here and here. Here and here. And that will be here and here. Followed by here and here. And that's it. That'll be all the pipe for this quadrant of my prison. Oh, it's so fantastic that it's coming along. I can't believe we are still going. How have we not been locked up yet? I am so not qualified for this job. I should be failing. Oh, look at all the uniforms. Oh, yeah. Clothing's definitely going down. Remember, it used to be into the active part? Look at that. Look at it plummeting. Sleep's getting up there. Is it at least in the afternoon? Oh, it's sleep time soon. Forget the afternoon. It's sleep time soon. Oh, it's eat time. Look at that. We still have more food than we need. Let's go ahead and crank this back up to... Ooh, not low, high. High. There we go. Still have more food than we need. Oh, it's so fantastic. I can't believe how well this is going. 21 prisoners have serious complaints. Let's just take a look. I bet you a bunch of that is sleep. Are you autosaving? No, you are frozen. Oh, no. Disregard. You came around. So the serious complaints are probably, the people that sleep are different from the people that need a shower, are different people than the people that need exercise, who are different from the people that need family, who are, you know what I mean? It's not one guy with all the problems. So I think we're doing all right. Not doing great, but I think we're doing all right. I'm also going to go ahead and, just to kind of shorten their walking distance, I'm going to go ahead and put some doors in here. Oh, not there, over here. As you know, I'm going to want to put those doors in eventually anyway, so why not put them in now? And I'm going to go ahead and shove in the other metal detectors. Did I put them up here? I did not. I think I only put in the ones that I had extra. And this will also cut down on transit through these cells at work time, right? They'll be able to come out these doors if they're hanging out back here. Yeah. Wow. Things are moving. We're moving forward. That's so good to see. That is so good to see. I'm missing a guard here. I'm assuming someone is coming to take that job. Deployment, guard patrols. Yeah, he's right here. He's almost there. It'll be fine. Prisoners aren't mad enough to riot anyway right now, I don't think. Although I have seen them riot over less, to be completely honest with you. All it takes is one guy to kind of throw his elbow at some other guy, and that's it. Riot. They'll kind of feed off each other. That's one of the things I like about games like this and games like Dwarf Fortress. is they kind of model like personalities. It's my understanding, and maybe this is wrong, but like for example, when my yard time ends, you notice I have like a huge line of people trying to get out the doors, and they're all kind of crammed in together. At every like, I don't know if you call them tick. Everyone's used to calling them ticks because that's what Minecraft calls them, and a few other kind of popular games. But so we'll use that term, but I don't know if that's the term necessarily that this developer uses. But every tick, it's my understanding that the inmates, like here, these are all getting crumpled up, right? So let's just pick some guy at random. Let's pick this guy, Lee Greavesy Grieve. HR Software, Saturday tattoos, ooh, in an argument over a female coworker. Ooh. Both the husband and her new lover. This sounds too much like a true story. Yeah, so like every tick, this guy's a choice. Now that he's crammed in here, he can move. He can like find a need and start looking for a path to it. Or he can just like haul off and throw an elbow at the guy standing next to him. And the less happy they are, the greater the risk of them just throwing an elbow. So, and if he throws an elbow, then that guy is suddenly like, what the heck? And then he gets angry. And it's one of those like things where everything just kind of escalates from there. So that's my understanding of how this works. Are these... I clicked on door mode locked open. Come on now. Come on now. But yeah, so these guys like... it's almost like their personality has been modeled somewhat into the game. You know, they have personalities to some extent. And same with Dwarf Fortress, right? Everyone has like a different personality, different things they like and things they don't like, and they react different ways to different things, and it's that kind of level of modeling. This guy was carrying something, I think. That level of like detail and modeling that I just find is so credible. Alright, search that cell block. I'm just going to go ahead and do another quick cell block search. While everyone's in the yard. I'm going to catch a few inmates, but that's fine. Few is better than all. Actually, it only looks like I caught, I don't know, 5 or 6 inmates that are going to get searched there. Yep. Okay. Building's coming along. You can see what I mean, though. Pipes, I know there's twice as many of them, but they're definitely slower to go in than the cable was. The cable was done very quickly. It'll be bedtime soon, though, so that will help. Once these guys are asleep, there won't be pathfinding for them. Although that is still 2 hours away. Cell block E. Raise your prisoner capacity to 5. Well, I am going to be raising my prisoner capacity to 500 eventually, so let's take it. Okay. Alright. I hope by looking away this would suddenly get done, but no, it's still going at kind of a slow rate. Last episode I mentioned the IT Crowd. If you've seen it and you're looking for another good TV show to watch, if you like sword and sorcery, fantasy type stuff, Legend of the Seeker. If you haven't seen that show, oh, it's so good. I like White Collar. It's a show that I enjoy watching when it's on. It's in its last season, unfortunately, but that's alright. Or I guess the next season will be its last season. But they recently had just the most beautiful woman I've ever seen on. Bridget Regan. Oh, stunning, redhead. Oh, she just got a beautiful smile and nice eyes. Anyways, so as I often do when I see... and I mean, she was a good actress too, don't get me wrong. It's not like all she has going for her is looks. She's definitely quite talented as an actress. But I enjoyed her performance, and I enjoyed the eye candy as well. So I kind of IMDb'd her. What else has this lady been in? Is there anything else that I want to watch? And a friend of mine a long time ago had mentioned once that he watched Legend of the Seeker, and I hadn't put any thought into it because he didn't rant and rave about it. And we used to talk about TV shows quite a lot, him and I. This is back when Chuck was on. We used to get together and discuss Chuck at length. We were both Chuck fans. So I never really thought about it, but I noticed Bridget Regan was in Legend of the Seeker. So I thought, oh, okay, fine, I'll watch Legend of the Seeker. I'll give it a try. And the first episode, I was kind of like, are you serious? Like, they're not even taking this seriously. It's just a joke of a show, you know? And I know it's based on the books, but I've never read the Sword of Truth books. But like when they introduced the wizard and his name is like Zedekiah Zulzarander, I was like, this is a total joke. There's no way that is like at least give the guy a name instead of something ridiculous like that. But I watched the first episode and I was like, it's kind of silly, but Bridget Regan, she does look really good. I'll watch one more episode, and the second episode was a lot better. Like, they still had the ridiculous names, but for whatever reason, you kind of forget about it. And now I'm like halfway, actually more than halfway. I've got, I think, 3 episodes left in season 2, and there's only 2 seasons. So I've only got 3 episodes left in the whole series. And I'm like, as soon as I'm done watching it, I'm probably going to start watching it all over again. It's such a good show. And it's true, like, yeah, the wizard's name is kind of goofy, but I assume it was goofy in the book too. But it's not supposed to take itself seriously, you know? It's kind of like that Xena / Hercules / it's kind of like one of those type of shows where they don't take everything super seriously. But it's so entertaining. It is such an entertaining show. And the women they have on this show, wow. I mean, we're talking more than just Bridget Regan here. There are a lot of very attractive ladies on this show. And yet, again, not just attractive, but talented. Which, unfortunately, is a bit of a rarity, it seems. I quite often watch TV shows and end up thinking, well, the girl's good, looks good, but her acting's kind of... But I certainly don't get that with Legend of the Seeker. There are very attractive women, and they're good actresses. I've actually IMDb'd a few of them as well, and I've got a couple more series on my list of shows to watch that I'll get to eventually. Just because, again, some of the talented actresses that I have stumbled across in the show. And actors, too. There's been a lot of good actors, especially there's some really good, really comedic guest actors. Raimi. Is it Sam Raimi? One of them is a producer and one of them is an actor. And they're both involved. If you don't remember, he's the guy who played Joxer on Xena. Is one of the Raimi guys. Yeah, Sam Raimi is the director and Ted Raimi is the actor, yeah. Played Lieutenant O'Neill in Sequest DSV and Joxer the Mighty in Xena Warrior Princess and Hercules The Legendary Journeys. Yeah, he plays in... it's a very small role. He's only in about 3 or 4 episodes of Legend of the Seeker, but still. That's the type of thing, right? So like Xena, Hercules... It's that type of show. That it doesn't take itself too seriously, but it's got some good action, some good-looking women wearing unrealistic clothing. But it's a very entertaining show. Highly highly recommend it if you haven't watched it. Legend of the Seeker. Of course, I could recommend so many TV shows. My previous posting with work, I pretty much had nothing to do but watch TV while I was being paid. I know it sounds like a perfect job, and you'd wonder why I'd ever left, but it was it was a lot of downtime. So I watched a lot. I don't want Planning or Clone. There we go. It was a lot of downtime, so I watched a lot of TV. So I can recommend a lot of TV shows. So if you ever need to know, hey, what's the TV show I should watch, let me know. I mean, I'll give you the standard ones that, if you haven't seen them, you really should, like Battlestar Galactica, the remake. If you haven't watched it, you really should. I've never seen Lost, though, believe it or not. Heroes, I'd highly recommend you watch Heroes Season 1. I'd highly recommend you stop watching after Season 1. May just be me, but I didn't enjoy it after Season 1. Alright, utilities, put some more capacitors in, and this is going to be terrible, having to switch these all on manually. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I really wish there was an easier way to do this. 12, 15. No, not the light. The capacitor, please. Shoot, do I have a capacitor that I can never turn on now because I put a light on top of it? I totally do. Alright, dismantle that light. Is this enough to keep everything running? Yes, okay, good. Oh, and that... Did that capacitor turn on its own? Have they fixed that? So when you turn on the power station, it automatically turns on all the capacitors? Oh, that'd be amazing if they've done that. Oh, please tell me the developers have done that. That capacitor definitely looks on. I mean, I don't... Now someone's coming to dismantle that light. We'll find out when someone dismantles that light. We'll find out if that capacitor is on. That would be amazing. And this is all built as well, so we can start putting in the cells. We're going to hopefully remember not to install cells, or not to clone from cells that have laundry baskets in front of them. And there we go, a bunch more cells to go in. Look at that, we're almost caught up. And how many could I fit in here? It was 100 and some, so we're up to 300. It was 106 before I redid it, right? So that'll get us up to 326 inmates that we could fit before the upgrade. So I suspect we actually have enough beds for every inmate now. Which means if we manage to put a clean uniform on every bed, we have clean clothes for every inmate now. Oh, and this is still going down. It's about, let's say, the high and medium. I'm going to say that's where it is. Sleep's going down. Food will go down in the morning when they eat. Hygiene's going to go down. Oh, yeah. Things are coming along nicely. Okay, so cell block to finish. Then showers. Then 2 more cell blocks. Then 2 more showers. Then start expanding again. You have to finish this fence. Once that's done, I can tear down this fence, and that's it. Be ready to expand at an alarming rate. Yeah. It's coming along, folks. It's coming along, yeah. So we just need to hurry up and finish these cells. But that's going to be in a future episode. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. It really does help my channel grow, and I know that I certainly do appreciate it. If you want to see more of my content, be sure to subscribe as well. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.